Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this video is long overdue. We kind of put things on a pause after hunting season, and we've been trying to work really hard at getting some new gear put together, get ready for our shows that are coming up, and thank God it seems like some of these COVID restrictions are going to be lifted. We're going to get to see you guys here live in a few months. So we want to take a couple minutes today and first kind of show off some new gear. This is a little bit of a preview of what we got coming. Some nice lightweight fishing shirts, long sleeve, a few different colors. So look for those here in a few days. We'll be putting them up on the website. But we also really wanted to get this in front of you, and this is a long time coming. Our friends at CrimsonTalonBroadheads have sent us some of their new heads for this year, and we're really excited to show you guys what we got and show you what we're going to be shooting ourselves this year. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so what we're going to talk with you guys about today is their mechanical broadheads. Of course, they have their fixed blade selection as well, but I want to highlight the mechanical variety, and there's a few really important things here that these broadheads feature. So first, there's a variety from grain to head type, and the one consistent feature is the rear deploying mechanical blades. Okay, so this is a really important feature that I want to kind of share, talk a little bit about, and kind of get you guys to understand why this is superior to other products on the market. So in the past, mechanical broadheads, some of the things that I've noticed is with the forward deploying, with it being at the front of the broadhead, it tends to have malfunctions, right? I don't know, you probably had it happen to yourself. Like, you'd be sitting in your tree stand and look down, maybe you bumped your bow or something, and you've got a little dangly Twizzler thing going on. Well, that's not going to do you any good. What happens if it comes off the string like that? Well, you can avoid all those issues with the Crimson Talon technology here, right? With this little rubber band they got, it's going to hold this in place, and the blades aren't going to deploy until they actually not only make impact, but actually have penetration on the animal. Alright, and they're going to open at that point, rather than at the point of contact, possibly causing deflection. So that's a really important feature that all of these that I'm about to show you have, and we find to be superior. So this variety that I'm holding right here, okay, this is the Bone Crusher series. This comes in a couple different grains. You have 100s, 125s, and then this guy right here, this is a Bone Crusher X. This is 175 grain. It's beautiful. So for all of you people out there that are trying to get more forward to center with a little bit heavier weight up front, great option right here. 175 grains. Okay. Another thing we like about the Bone Crusher series is you have nothing up front to distract this from its flight. Okay, so pretty much if you've got a field point that you've been practicing with, you're going to get pretty much the same flight without really having to test much. I know there's a lot of people out there that they don't do a lot of testing with their equipment. They want to be able to grab it come time for the season. They want to practice a little bit going into the season, and they just want to have the faith that that broadhead that they put on there is going to work for them. Well, if that's kind of your style, there's nothing wrong with that. This could be a really good option for you guys. All right, the next one we have here, this one here is the Battle Axe. Right, we have two different Battle Axe heads here. Got a little bit shorter diameter. Okay, this is 100 grain, and then you've got your nice wide diameter 125 grain. Okay, so this gives you a little bit of a cut on contact tip compared to what the Bone Crusher has. All right, with the same, again, rear deploying mechanical technology here. Now, the 100 grain is what I was using last season. phenomenal. Had great results, passers on every deer I shot. Thing I like about it is it offers that little bit of a cut on contact at the entry compared to the bone crusher, and then just massive exit holes. Does a ton of damage internally. Just a fantastic blade. None of the deer that I shot last year went more than 40 yards. So there's going to be a little bit of a competition this year with because these are new this year to us, with the wider diameter blade up front. I really like the look of that and what that's going to do on the point of entry. I think there's a lot of people moving to the cut-on contact type blades. They're seeing the benefits of them, and not only do you get the cut-on contact benefits, but now you also get an added cut with your mechanicals as well. So a really great option here at the 125 grain. All right, next up is the hybrid. So what we have here is sort of the combination between the bone crusher and the battle axe. So you've got your chisel tip with fixed blades and the mechanical, so you get it all, okay? These here come in 125 and 150 grain variety. So if you've noticed, you have a range from 100 to 175 with a variety of these broadheads here. This is coming in real handy right now because we're doing a lot of testing with our arrow setup. So I'm sure a lot of you are aware of this kind of, call it a movement of arrow weights, arrow flights, getting the right arrow set up for your bow. And this right here is going to help us achieve that perfect arrow setup with the broadhead. So we've been practicing a little bit with the 125, 175 range, kind of feeling that out. And then you got your insert weight. So really you can dial these in to whatever you want them to be. Right now I got 75 grain inserts. If I come to find out that it's actually, say 125s, don't get me hung up on my math here. But basically what I'm getting at is if the insert, I can match the insert to the broadhead that works the best for my arrow setup. So if you guys are really following along there, I kind of mentioned there's a few different grains that pretty much cover a wide span of what anybody out there may be wanting to shoot, especially in the white-tailed deer category. We have 100 and 125. We've got 150 and 175. So pretty much any combination of your insert matched with these broadheads, you can get the setup that's going to match up with your arrow, okay? So I know, like us, we've been doing a lot of testing, and if we've got 75 grain inserts and we want to shoot a particular broadhead, we can match that up with the Crimson Talon, the fact that they have the variety. Or we can reduce the insert to a 50, so that way we can put, say, the 175 if that's how the arrow's flying best. Right now I've been kind of playing with 75 grain inserts with the 175 grain broadheads. Really seem to be flying great for me. And I love that Bone Crusher X right there, so that could be my setup this year. I also really like the cut-on contact blade that the Battle Axe offers at the 125. So I could possibly enhance my insert to match that broadhead. So pretty much whatever it is that you guys are looking to shoot, Crimson Talon has it, and it's going to offer you the best mechanical blade that's out there. You don't have to worry about the malfunctions. They fly incredibly well. And the only disclaimer that I'm going to put out there, which really isn't hardly a disclaimer at all, is pay attention to their website, because some of the broadheads are slightly higher grain than the common grain, okay? And there's a reason for that, a very specific and great reason for it. So what they've chosen to do is, rather than reduce the quality of the material to achieve a specific weight, is they've just gone ahead and put together the best broadhead possible, even if it's just slightly. I think a couple of them are maybe 5 to 6 grains, just a little bit higher than what the common grain is. So you're actually shooting a superior broadhead anyway. So certainly not anything to complain about, just something to bring awareness to. Always want to pay attention to what you're shooting. And I would really argue that no matter what you choose to put on for a broadhead, that you actually get the weights and check it compared to what you were practicing with. So really that should come just in your equipment checks anyway, but certainly something that we want to call attention to, and that way nobody can come back and say that, man, I put that on there and now it's shooting squirrely. Well, do your homework a little bit and know what's out there. They've certainly done their homework on their end and provided us with the best product that's out there. All right, folks, so that's it for today. Really just wanted to get in front of you guys, kind of get things going for 2021. Really look forward to releasing these new shirts here in the next couple days, couple weeks. And the next thing you know, we're going to be seeing you guys live. And it's going to be a great opportunity to visit with us. The crew is just really excited. We can't wait to finally get to see you guys in person, get some of these other products out, and some of our friends, Signal 11, Crimson Talon. We may have some special things coming this year, and our events may be enhanced. So really looking forward to that. And then of course we're already preparing for deer season 2021. Season 3, amazing. So thank you guys for all your support, and as always, take it out back.